So this is an interesting development. It is 4 a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. About 1 a.m., Gamers Nexus released a video, a 46-minute long video, on how they make decisions about holding companies, brands, other media outlets accountable and their entire process. And I just saw a tweet as I was working on my last video, with all my jokes and everything about it, because in fairness, I did the video about Linus, and Steve deleted it. He listened to the comments and said that the tone wasn't right for the time, but I don't know. I like the video, and this is an incredibly long intro, so let's get to it. So as I said, it's about 4 a.m. as I'm filming this right now. I've been up since about 2 o'clock. Went up to go pee, saw that Steve from Gamers Nexus had tweeted that he had uploaded a video about their policies, about how they make their videos. And of course, I just had to watch it. I was up, I was alert, fell asleep early because I made an early video about Linus's video yesterday. And I watched the whole 46 minutes and I thought it was pretty good. I really did. I do have, in the process of making the video, I used to have Steve behind me. I'm sorry, Steve, that I didn't put you. I think your screen's on the other one. You're on the other screen, but I had all these jokes about, why are tech YouTubers putting videos up late at night, and how Steve and I are on the same time zone. Like, what are you doing? I'm glad I think it's him controlling his Twitter account, but someone from Gamers Nexus is up right now, so I appreciate that. I'm not the only one up. This is my usual wake up time, but yeah, I thought it was a pretty good video, and I do have clips. That is typically how I make my videos. I take clips so you can kind of see it. You don't get the audio, because I want people to actually go watch the videos. But I was debating about putting up my original response, and it just wouldn't be fair because he took it down and says that he's going to make another one, that's shorter and more concise and a little bit, put it out when it's a little less of a toxic environment. But the information I do want to talk about is all on their website. He's keeping up as part of their transparency, which I do want you to go check out. I have put the link below, and it's strange. I'm just going to be talking about that stuff, and he might, I don't know, because I'm kind of shooting off the cuff, and you tell me in the comments, he deleted the video, so why are you talking? Because I like this topic of accountability in the tech reviewer space. Now, first, there's two different types of reviews. There's a technical review, where you benchmark everything, you get objective numbers. It's basically an experiment, and the experiment needs to be able to be repeated. That is a technical review, and you can just give okay, you get this many frames per second. This is the power draw. It sets fire if you do it this way. Technically objective, and there should be no real it gives you the information so the viewer does not need to know what your opinion is. It is what it is. And then there's the subjective review, where, hey, I bought this keyboard. How does it feel to type? And the subjective reviews, they're opinions. It changes for everybody. I gave the example in the original video that I used to work at Blockbuster, and yes, kids, Blockbuster was a place that you rented videos. First cassette, then DVDs. You could rent consoles. I'm digressing. But there was just this thing, because people would ask what my opinion was on various movies. Well, it's my opinion, and I hold the stance that there is no bad movie. It's just, what are you in the mood for? because it's just impressive that a movie got made. And that's kind of just the technical review. Like, Apple is known to have one of the worst, used to be known to have one of the worst keyboards, and yet you can find people who like it. It is what it is. That's it. So I do want to go over some of the new policies. Like I said, you can look these up on their website, gamers.nexus. So the first part of it was the idea of when they contact a subject of the video. And this came up after, Linus's emotional response, like, you could have just contacted me. And people were like, why didn't you contact? Well, first off, that isn't always necessary. And he gave some very good points about the criteria of, is this video got to go out without contact? And, like, physical harm could come. The ability to kind of, like, wash it away, fix the immediate problem, but not the, the disease. Cure the symptom, not the disease. Witness intimidation, source intimidation, those type of things. And so, if there's quite a few of them, again, check out the website. All valid points, like, this is why you don't contact. And, you see that all the time, and it's great because, the second part of it is that he gives case studies about videos he's made in the past, again, up on their website. So, an example of the mixed was the Artesian build scandal, and he learned from sources within the company that they're probably going to go bankrupt. That wasn't public knowledge, but it would be public knowledge. So he can ask about it, not give the full explanation of what the video is, and then talk about that. That's safe. And then when he does fully contact about the actual source, like, is it information that's already out there? Boom, perfect. Very simple standards. I think they're perfectly fine. I think that some could probably be added to across the board. Awesome. And then he goes into, they talk about their branded deals and sponsorships. And since they are technical reviewers, I do like their standard, like AMD, Intel, NVIDIA. People that they review can't buy ad space. They might buy it from Google, but they can't buy in-video ad space. Awesome. That's what you're going for. They left millions on the table because they don't do it. And then branded deals, again, I thought this was a great explanation. Just the entanglement about having a physical, tangible product, because you invest $1 million into it. And this is not an example. Like, I keep talking about the keyboard because it's right in front of me. Into keyboards. I invest in keyboards. I don't know why. I don't really talk about keyboards. It's all about feel for me. But there's the problem of having a physical good, and say my partner does something wrong. Lodge Air combine some stuff there. They are shown to have a big scandal that I want to break ties, but no, I have all this money invested. It's too hard to break ties, so they just don't make those deals so they can cut off ties with whoever they're working with and can review them objectively. That's cool. I'm perfectly fine with that. I think that's really good. Again, I'm not going into too detail because I actually want you to go read the website. It's incredibly detailed. It's Gamers Nexus. Gamers Nexus. That do it. The original video was 46 minutes long. So you kind of jokingly make it shorter. So then going into why they, do stories, exposés on other media. And it seemed very consumer friendly. Just the idea, since media gives this opinion and people use the reviews, opinions to make a decision about purchasing, gotta hold them honest. And that's kind of what all the Linus Media Group stuff was about. Just accountability. And again, perfectly fine as long as it's pretty much standard across the board, and that's the expectation that you're setting out all of these guidelines for you to do. These are the expectations, and you got to follow through with it. And it's not just his expose on Linus Media Group. It's also being called out by the community. It's the long video from Dr. Ian Cutress. I did think this was kind of the right time to be like, okay, here's our standards, put it out there before we get more reviews out. I understand that it's kind of a little bit toxic in the community right now and people want things to be settled, but there are quite a few things that weren't brought up by his original video. But hey, I respect that decision. And again, this is all stuff you can find on the website. Where is that going? Oh, error reporting. This one, they do have a section on the website that they put up a while ago. My biggest concern is always people are saying, oh, we're going to fix the errors in the videos. We're going to put the proper data. It's just, how do you get it out to the public? So, as I said in my previous video, most people just watch the video once or just a little bit, whatever they want to hear, and then they're done with it. They don't go back to it. So how do you make it loud? Like, hey, we made a mistake. Here's the real information. Boom. And finally, they talked about informing the public about their experience with the product. That's something I didn't think of. That's a very valid thing to point out. What's the experience? Is it a brand new product? Have you been using this company's products for a long time? Just what's your general knowledge? I thought that was just a good idea. I understand why Steve took down the video. As I said, I do have a bunch of clips. I have a bunch of screenshots and all that stuff. I'm just not going to put it up out of respect that he took it down, and I'm hoping that he puts out another video just like this soon. Simply just be like, hey, here's our standards. You can hold us accountable to this. I think that's very important in the tech space, especially since there's a lot of growth in different ways right now. And with prices on the rise, it's becoming even more important that people have good information out there. So, Steve, first, please don't do this in the middle of the night. I don't know why you're up. I know why I'm up. I'm an old man. I had to go pee. Saw something because I'm stupid enough to check my phone. But let's do this at normal times. We all don't need to be up. Other than that, tell me what you think in the comments. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Hit the dislike button if you disliked it. Hit the subscribe button. Trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. Yeah, you're an amazing person. I love you. I'm tired, but I still love you. I'll probably start my workout soon and then hopefully fall asleep. But I hope you guys have the amazing rest of your day. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.